Like, we're all here for a reason, and a lot of people don't know what their skills are, where they should go. A mentor could help you with that.
Be proud of who you are and where you come from.
I'm there to support whenever they need it, and I'm there to be their friend also at the same time.
We are, all of us, more than the skin that we live in, and you can't forget that.
Everybody heals at their own time, but I'd say the most important thing is being patient. Anin bojo, apetagishko gapamwewitak and Dojin Kaz, Alderville First Nation and Donjaba, Sturgeon Falls and Donda, Wabajeji Dodem Nishnabe Nini and Da. My name's Jordan Mowat, and I come from Alderville First Nation. I currently reside in Sturgeon Falls, Ontario, and I'm of the Martin clan, and I'm Mississauga Ojibwe. And now I've worked with the Nipissing Prairie Sound Catholic District School Board. If I'm not working in education, I like to perform music around town or at local open mics or some shows here and there. I was a victim of bullying in public school for 7 years, and grade 8 was the only good year of school that I had. And eventually, even I became a bully throughout that time. And I share this with kids all over. It made me realize the effects of what bullying can have on people, even people well into their adulthood. And it also made me understand that we don't necessarily know what goes on to other people's homes. I don't have the right to judge them for that, but I do have the right to help them as much as I can.
My name is Donald Kretian, and I'm from Nipissing First Nation. I'm Martin clan, and I live here in Sturgeon Falls, Ontario. I'm doing public sculpture. I work with metal, ceramics. I paint quite a bit in the woodland style. I worked on an 80-foot mural for the 2010 Olympics, and I was illustrating with an elder, Basil Johnson. We worked on a couple projects together. That's sort of what really spearheaded everything. And he showed me a path that was just, it changed my life, really. Right now I'm working at the McMichael Gallery with the Voices program, and that's for young students, and I'm just trying to get them out in the forest. Just trying to, they're going to be the next caretakers. So I'm showing them what I see, and it's mostly patterns in nature, color. I really try to make it something that they enjoy. Like a lot of the classes nowadays, like if it was music, they throw a flute in front of you and say, play me a song. It's like they do that with pencils and brushes now, and it's like, no, you can't paint unless you really know the notes. Yeah, just when I'm explaining my paintings and stuff, sometimes, the kids' mouths drop and things like that, and it's just, wow. There was an unveiling this weekend, and people hadn't noticed that there was an image inside of an image, and when I actually pointed out to them, I said, you have to use your imagination a little bit, but they didn't, and they just went, wow.
Kwe Kwe, Buju Ani, hello. My name is Catherine Mathias. I'm a band member with the Tamiagama Anishinaabe. My home community is Tamagami First Nation, Bear Island. I'm a member of the Loon clan, so I've been a sitting Ontario court judge for approximately 9 years. I can tell you that my mom, Linda, was a huge proponent of education, and my family was most proud and impressed that I actually pursued that and followed through and graduated from law school and provided a positive influence and impact on even my sister, who is a justice of the peace, so she was appointed into the legal system as well. And I have nieces that have pursued higher education simply, I guess, based on the fact that I pursued it and my parents were quite supportive of it, and my community actually is quite proud as well. So there were some challenges along the way, because it's difficult to leave your family when you're 14 years old and essentially go home on holidays. But they instilled a good work ethic in all of us. My parents did. They wanted us to succeed. I'm proud that I am Indigenous and of my community, and I have had the opportunity to speak in my home community as well as other places, and just let people know that anything is possible.
My name is Kira Panassi, and I'm from Nipissing First Nations. I am currently a student at Canada College and a mentor at Big Brothers and Big Sisters of North Bay. So the training that I received from Big Brothers Big Sisters was very extensive. It isn't like Nothing like I've experienced before when it comes to children. Like any concerns I've had in general with the process, they've walked me through everything. They're there whenever I need it. They're constantly asking me. Every phone call we do, it's always, is there anything that we can do? And I've been able to kind of vocalize like my concerns I've had, and most times they're always eased. A lot of young people, I find, need people they can go to talk when they have something on their mind. And a lot of times they hold things in because maybe they receive harsh judgments from, people close to them. And it's not because people close to them they're doing anything wrong. They just want to protect their child. But I found that if you can kind of get on their level and almost be their friend, that's all they need. They need love. They need to be treated with love and kindness. Big Brothers, Big Sisters, like their impact as a whole, like the organization is really helping a lot of people, helping a lot of young people. Like it's not even just the mentees that are kind of getting the kind of help and the healing and the support. I feel it's the mentors too. It's something that brings me a lot of joy to kind of be there for young people, like whether it's a child, a teenager, that it really makes me happy to kind of be there for somebody.
Bonjour, Indane Wama Ganadug, Ani Anishinaabe, Manitunimin Nadishna Kaz, Mayan Gandodum, Nabesing Nadunjaba. My English name is Quentin Commander. I'm an artist. Have an artist name that's Q Rock, and I'm from Nipissing Garden Village. I'm Anishinaabe and Odawa, and I'm part of what's called the Three Fires Confederacy. I'm also part of the Robinson-Huron Treaty. I'm a focused multidisciplinary artist. The hip-hop art forms allowed me to come into Western culture where I didn't have to compromise my values, my culture. I still fit in, and I was able to create success. A lot of my mentors are entrepreneurs. And so at a young age, when I was out there and I was like, I want to do shows with you guys, they were like, well, you're not good enough yet. And if you want to learn how to survive, you're going to have to learn how to brand yourself. And so from that moment on, I learned how to be an entrepreneur. I couldn't have had any of the success without the mentors. That was the key part I was always missing, is that I was always trying to do it by myself. It's not just like an apprenticeship. A mentorship is different. It's someone that's giving you a standard that is a professional standard. I'm teaching my workshops, or I'm sharing my programs I've created, or anything that I've done in the past where it's a mentorship, where I'm working with a mentee. I'm just trying to I tell them all the time, they're gonna get an overload of information. But I'm like the guy who throws the spaghetti on the wall. Whatever sticks, sticks, and whatever doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm trying to share everything that I know. My mentors, they did that. Comparison is the killer of joy. So don't do it. Have fun, enjoy yourself.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Gisèle Hébert, directrice générale de l'aide à l'enfance de Nipissing et Parry Sound, et je suis membre de la famille métisse de Nipissing. We feel very privileged to be in partnership with Big Brothers and Big Sisters as it relates to the mentorship program. This is a program that was originally targeting Indigenous youth, but recently was expanded to include all youth. What the mentors do is they really expose them to different scenarios that these youth probably haven't experienced before. So it really is to promote and inspire youth to know that they can reach their full potential. Everyone, I think, can go back to some point in their life where somebody really positively impacted them. And I was thinking, as I think of this sort of partnership that we have with Big Brothers, Big Sisters, I really hope that some of these youth can look back and say, this is it. This is the person that actually made a difference and helped inform who I am today. I think as a community, we all have a role to play, and our youth, they are our future. And if you think that you have something that you could offer, I would really encourage people to do that.
Adishnikaz Melinda, Mindojiba, North Bay. I am Algonquin Anishinaabe, and I work for Big Brothers, Big Sisters in North Bay, and I am an artist and a writer and the program coordinator for Big Steps to Success. Imagine that you're in a forest, surrounded by trees and rocks, mountains and streams, and when you're young, your pathway is not set for you, and it's hard to find the path forward. So when you have a mentor, it's like having a guiding light there, showing you where your path is. Mentors support and encourage their littles and young people and help them find their path. And the path becomes easier to follow when you don't have to walk it alone. Well, I love hearing from our mentors every month, and we do provide that support and that feedback every month. We talk to them and find out how things are going, dig around a little bit to see what kinds of things they're doing together and what kind of progress they're making. If they have anything they'd like to do together, we try to support that and help them find those things within the community. And I love hearing from mentors, especially like Kira, who can be shy at times, and to hear her say, you know, her little is pushing her to become braver and to have that courage and more outgoing. And I hear the same feedback from the parents about the little. I can see how mentorship is not just benefiting the child, but that the mentor is growing too and learning things about themselves and their place in the world. 2 hours once a week with your little is so little to give, especially when you're gaining, you know, your own joy and satisfaction from that mentorship. But 2 hours once a week to a child who doesn't have anyone else there for them is huge. It's life-changing.